the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the Timberwolves, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. And taking the floor tonight, someone with a traditional postgame who can also shoot with great range. DeAndre Ayton. Shaq, your thoughts?
I watched this guy play in college, 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Not fast necessarily, but agile, fluid, highly skilled.
What more could you want?
More could you want?
Well, accurate shooter from the field and the free throw line. This guy moves his feet well enough to switch defensively. I love his game.
And now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's a Western Conference battle here in Phoenix as the Suns look to work the home court advantage. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. For the Timberwolves, this is the last game before heading back to Minnesota. And, of course, Karl Anthony Towns, he's still out of the lineup.
Kevin, it's just so difficult to replace a glass eater like him. I mean, he's somebody that has a commanding presence inside when you talk about rebounding.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, the work ethic of Wolves coach Tom Thibodeau is very well known. Now, back in Chicago, Jimmy Butler would try to beat him to practice. But no matter how early Butler arrived, Tibbs was already there. Finally, Butler said, okay, forget it. I can't beat him, so I'm just going to run through a wall for him. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Both teams tonight dealing with injuries. Never easy, Doris. An unlikely contributor may step up and play big.
Yeah, I think sometimes you look at this as an opportunity for somebody to maybe step forward and say, I can earn myself some minutes right now. I can become a greater part of the rotation. So you play incredibly hard on the defensive end. You share the basketball. You run hard in transition. You do all the little things. If you've been a guy who's not in the rotation on a night-by-night basis, here is your chance.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Wiggins at small forward with Gibson at the 4. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Jang in at the 5, roaming the paint. No good from Gibson. Booker outside. Goes up the baseline, and he connects with the jumper. Booker's got the first basket of the game for Phoenix.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Devin Booker.
You know, guys, you think about Jimmy Butler, drafted by the Chicago Bulls, and he goes from bench warmer to star. And I always had the sense that once Tom Thibodeau was no longer a part of the Chicago Bulls organization, that Jimmy Butler's days might be numbered there as well. But I think the trade ended up working for both teams.
First free throw is good. And Doris, the Bulls are trying to change the culture, more run and gun. That new style didn't really mesh with Butler's approach.
Right. You remember, Jimmy Butler is a Tibbs disciple. Even he has said perhaps he was too confrontational. With that obsessive drive of his, it can sometimes maybe rub people the wrong way. I think he's trying to balance that intensity with positivity with this young group.
And last summer, Minnesota's front office saying, Doris, they would like the Wolves to lean more on their bench.
It would be nice for Coach Tom Thibodeau to have the luxury of guys coming off the bench that he can trust. You've got to fortify the bench and then trust them to perform.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
Now here's Butler. He had 22 points in the win against Sacramento.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had him totally rattled.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the paint, it's tipped and stolen by Wiggins. From the wing, hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
We call that the stop and pop, one of Butler's best tricks for losing a defender. That is nice.
And it's Anderson atop the key. Six on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Puts up a three. Doesn't go that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, sometimes the best strategy is get Jimmy the basketball and let the Butler do the work.
To the inside. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Teague finds Butler. Jang high post. Booker against Butler. From the arc. They get it back. Gibson. It's deflected.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Anderson against Gibson. From downtown. He's off on that one. Wiggins with some nice D. Plenty of space. The rebound by Anderson. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Gibson against Jackson. The pass to Anderson. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker. And the Suns miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Teague drives in. And that one, good.
Well, that takes concentration from Jeff Teague, Kevin, right? He's got to convert through contact. Remarkable strength. Pretty good style, too. Not bad.
Jeff Teague replacing Ricky Rubio at the point guard position for the Timberwolves. Doris, did you like that change?
You know what I did, Kevin? They're drastically different players. Rubio probably the better defensive player, definitely the more prolific passer, but the shooting was always an issue. Where with Teague, you get a guy who can knock down three-point shots, and he's one of the best point guards in the league at dribble driving into the paint and getting some action off that.
Free throw good, Teague.
Well, Jeff Teague is a very capable scorer from the lead guard position. He plays with a high motor. He can make shots. This guy is very good at the point.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And you look at Jeff Teague, now with a decade in the league out of Wake Forest. Greg, what does he bring to the table aside from the fact that he's been in the playoffs every single year of his career?
Yeah, I mean, he's an explosive slasher and really has grown as a playmaker. Not a star, but a quality starting point guard.
Jackson trying to break free. It's good.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Teague, the pass to Wiggins. Here's Jang. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Here's Booker. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Timberwolves leading by 5. Down low. Here's Gibson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Greg, what's not to like about Taj Gibson?
I mean, he's a hard worker defensively, finishes well inside, he's got the mid-range shooting touch. But what I like most, really, his unselfishness. He started, came off the bench, no complaints. This is a guy that just wants to win.
The first one falls. Settling into the new season now, Doris, some teams really finding that groove and their rhythm. Talk about what they can do to maintain that. Sometimes it's easier to get there, but then to maintain it becomes the real chore.
Right, and that's where coaching comes into play. Guys trying to pull the right string, play the right notes with their teams. And obviously, one of the most important things you can have on a night-by-night basis is energy, consistent energy on the defensive end. If you stay in the moment, you focus on the next play. I know 82 games can be a grind, Kev, but if you break it down into smaller chunks, it becomes much more manageable.
Good idea. Now here's Booker. A 26-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
I wouldn't say overly explosive athletically, but Booker able to finish at the rim with power.
Teague surveying the D. Pass to Butler from deep. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Anderson outside. He feeds it to Booker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, there's no doubt. They were sharp on the offensive end. The bench guys just did a sensational job bringing their A game.
Inside. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Teague.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, this is tremendous athleticism from Josh Jackson. Boy, you better stay connected to his body or he's going to make you look silly.
Butler kicks to Zhang. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Pass to Wiggins. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
And Ryan Anderson out of UC Berkeley entering his 2nd decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume 3-point shooting big man. He enters the back 9 of his career, and he's becoming a bit more of a defensive liability, but that stroke is as pure as ever.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Well, things could not have been worse for the Phoenix Suns a year ago. They were the worst offense and the worst defense in the NBA. Boy, you guys talk about struggling. That's the very definition.
The Suns making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Gibson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague. And you look at the stats for the Suns last season, Doris, not many bright spots.
Right, Kevin, I think this is an organization that throws the stats out. They are looking at building from the ground up. There are so many areas to address. The first is the acquisition of great NBA talent.
Clock at 4. Now here's Wiggins, guarded closer. He doesn't hit that one. Ariza against Wiggins. Now here's Ariza. He's guarded closely. Wiggins with some nice D. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game. On the basket by Jones.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Phoenix calls timeout. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
You know, right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
Bridges kicks to Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, when you think about Devin Booker, you have to think about the 70 points he dropped on the Celtics that one night.
Woo, what a special evening that was, Kevin. Most points ever for a Phoenix Suns player. Most points ever scored against the Celtics. More than Wilt Chamberlain. Think about that, Kev.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Booker. Doris, who are some of the players you watch that get stronger as the game goes on? They're not cut down by fatigue and still have that energy, something left in the tank.
Those guys who show me superhuman strength a la Kevin Harlan. Those guys who come to mind, LeBron James, that's a bad man. It doesn't matter if it's the first minute or the 48th minute. Russell Westbrook is indefatigable. His stamina and his ability to dominate in triple overtime once is absolutely incredible. And then what did we see from Anthony Davis when Boogie Cousins went down? A man who for 48 minutes on both ends is a problem. Those three men, Kev.
Endless energy. Now, here's Bridges. Passes it to Ayton. Booker looking around. 13 feet away.
Well, he continues to have trouble with his shot, well below 50% from the field in this period.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Deng can't get it to go.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Now, here's Bridges. D right on him. And the shot is good. Bridges has got it back down to single digits for the Suns. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Jones, the pass to Tolliver. Okogie, defended by Booker. Good D by Booker. The Suns have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And he gets it to go.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Minnesota leading by 7. Jones with it. Outside Deng. He kicks it to Tolliver. Okogie, defended by Bridges. Count the basket. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Tries a 3, and Luol Deng pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Okogie, that 3 off the mark. Suns have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Ariza outside. Ayton kicks to Booker. Holmes with it. He's picked up by Deng. Bridges shot. Good. The Timberwolves shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Now the pass to Tolliver. Puts one up from 19. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Bridges. He's got 6. The 11-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
And all the skill used on that crossover. You might want to save a little bit for the finish. Unable to convert there.
Now here's Booker after the miss by Luol Deng. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Daniels, he's checked in for 8. We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. Daniels kicks to Booker. This one for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Booker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A deep shot specialist. Booker with the silky smooth release.
Pass to Tolliver. Takes the three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
No good from Booker.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Okogie, defended by Bridges. Chalk up 2 there. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first. And here's Ariza. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas. He can't get that one. Nice D from Dang. And stolen by Ariza. He dishes it to Booker. There's the three, and the three ball is good. Booker's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns. And so it's Minnesota with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more in store for you right after this. You learn about Jimmy Butler's difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, they are pounding away on the backboards. Every time that ball goes up, they are ready to go after it.
We've got Rashawn Holmes, Trevor Ariza out there with Bridges. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Daniels in a 2-guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And he knocks down the first one.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
Both free throws good from Booker. And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, DA. And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by Phoenix. Dang. And no good, trying to use the glass. Suns trail by 4. Suns moving the ball around, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games. When it becomes a possession ball game, and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes, I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
And the Suns making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Teague comes in for Tyus Jones. So he gets them both.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Pass to Tolliver. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Ariza heading to the hoop. And Ariza with the stuff.
Kev, what a heading move by Devin Booker. Picks it clean and immediately looks to jumpstart the break.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Teague finds Gibson. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Minnesota with the ball. And it's Dang in the corner. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Ariza with the ball for Phoenix. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
Well, this guy is developing more and more of an interior game, and I like watching Josh Jackson convert this close to the cup.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Now here's Teague, an 11-point game for him in the win against the Kings in Sacramento. Kicks it to Wiggins. 3 on the clock. Stolen by Anderson. And they're running. Pull-up jumper. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Butler feeling it out a bit. Pass to Teague. Wiggins outside. There's the pass to Jang. Clock at 6. Teague with the ball. Defended by Anderson. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And it's Phoenix's ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Took him no time at all on that one.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Teague kicks to Butler. Over Daniels. Misses off the left iron.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
Now here's Jackson. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Booker. Good on the 13-footer. Booker's got 17 now.
A high-volume scorer with terrific instincts. Booker can torture a defense when he gets rolling.
Minnesota calls timeout. This arena in downtown Phoenix opened in 1992. Doors in 2022, they can opt out of their lease. Otherwise, they'll be locked in for another 10 years.
Well, they're currently playing in the 6th oldest NBA arena, and the Suns are hoping to either renovate that building or build a brand new one. The question becomes, of course, who pays for it? Well, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Jackson kicks to Holmes. Dishes to Anderson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
One shot.
That free throw good from Anderson.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Teague, the pass to Wiggins. Outside Butler. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by Anderson. Suns leading by 8. Pass to Daniels. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Teague finds Butler. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Butler's got 11 points.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
Okobo. The putback. It's good on the putback. Holmes got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Wiggins against Jackson. Teague dishes to Jang. That's a 2 from Butler. The Timberwolves get it back in a new 24. Fader on the way, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And Gibson always has had a solid mid-range game. You can't let him get comfortable from that spot.
Knocked loose. Now the dish to Anderson. Okobo, Teague covering. The rebound by Gibson. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. He kicks it to Teague. Left side Butler over Daniels. Butler can't get that one to fall.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
And that one is good. He has 6.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully. Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
Okobo, Teague covering. Okobo. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Here's Jackson following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Pass to Daniels. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Butler. So for Phoenix, their last game a win against Dallas. And that one's good. Wiggins. The Suns coach Igor Kokoshkov has coached Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket title. Doris, the country's first ever European title. It certainly helped put his name on the map.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. This young man has had great success internationally and as an NBA assistant. And how about Kokoshkov, a homecoming in Phoenix? He and his family have maintained a house there for over a decade.
Here's Teague following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Teague can't hit. Now Daniels, 6 points for him. Got it. Good job in the low post. Daniels has got 8 points in the quarter.
He's got such soft touch around the rim. The D has to try to keep him out of the paint because if he gets close, it's lights out.
Teague kicks to Butler. Over Daniels. Butler, no good.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Phoenix making some changes. Ayton comes in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Bridges in for Troy Daniels. Minnesota also with the sub. Jones checked in for Teague. Anderson outside. Okobo, defended by Jones. 5 on the clock. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Misses off the right iron. Timberwolves trail by 9. Butler kicks to Jones. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
They're not going to get away with many mistakes like that on the defensive end. You got to get out on him right there.
Okobo, he can't get that one to fall. Excellent D that time from Jones.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball. Well, can we remember the guy's got a 40-inch vertical? I'll tell you, he does his best work in the air, I think.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Jones. Rebound by the Suns. Anderson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wiggins against Jackson. Left side Anderson. From past the arc, Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Wiggins has got 8 rebounds in this game. Butler passes to Wiggins. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Anderson outside.
Guys, that's number 2 on him, and they do not need him to sit right away. But one more foul before the half, and he'll be headed to the bench.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Anderson. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Phoenix. And both free throws good for Anderson. And it's Jones with the ball for Minnesota. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Passes to Wiggins. Over Anderson. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Wiggins.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
Now here's Anderson. 5 points in the game. Jones looking for an opening. He dishes it to Tolliver. Kicks to Wiggins. Phoenix grabs the miss. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
Okobo, the teardrop falls in. 6 points for him.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's Wiggins, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so that's the end of the first half. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 7. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front at the half is Phoenix. They have a nice 7-point lead. And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
Kenny, let's get your insight on the Timberwolves.
They're being far less aggressive than they ought to be. The free throw differential is huge right now. It's threatening to determine the outcome of the game. So they have to get into the lane and challenge defenders to make them try to stop you.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Suns leading by 7. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. Wiggins at small forward with Gibson at the 4. And it's Jang in at the center filling out the middle. Now here's Teague. He tries for 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson against Wiggins. Booker outside. 4 on the clock. The 17-footer goes down. And the Suns lead by 9.
What a good pass. I mean, Booker so unselfish, showing he's not just a finisher. Well, the Timberwolves last year finally broke through that 14-year playoff drought, but they made it very clear that's not enough. This is a team with much bigger aspirations.
Maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
Okobo, Teague covering. And Anderson kicks to Jackson. And Ayton the bucket on the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And the Timberwolves, Doris, plan to be aggressive, getting bounced in the first round. Not going to satisfy them.
They've made it clear they want deep playoff runs and a chance to compete for titles. To do that, they understand they'll need to get a lot better.
Now here's Anderson. 5 points in the game. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. Back to Anderson. Booker in the corner. Over Butler. No good on that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Wiggins up top. Guarded by Jackson. Teague finds Wiggins. Now Jang with the floater. The offensive rebound. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, Taj Gibson is so strong on the backboards. His ability to pursue the offensive glass is truly a thing to watch.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Ayton dishes to Anderson and stolen by Jang. And now the Timberwolves on the break. The finish, and it's Butler with the jam.
Boy, out in transition, Butler gets his eyes on the rim, and there's no denying him.
Booker outside. And that one, good. Booker's got 19 points.
defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Here's T. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. 6 to shoot. Here's Jang. But he stays with it. And that one drops.
Yeah, you can't afford to let Gorgui Zhang float around on the offensive glass. He's going to find a way to hurt you.
Anderson outside. The pass to Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trailed by 5. Stolen. Okobo. Teague covering. Okobo. The rebound by Gibson. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Minnesota. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The rebound by Anderson. Phoenix leading by 5. It's Jackson with the drive. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Jackson's got 8 points.
Well, this is a main staple of Josh Jackson's game. This guy wastes no time penetrating to the cup when he sees an opening.
Wiggins passes to Jang. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Suns have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Okobo. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail by 5. And Teague has it in the corner. Six to shoot. Pass to Gibson. The fader. That one drops for him. Gibson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that.
Pass to Anderson. Pulls up on the wing. Great D that time from Teague.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he is not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
Suns leading by 3.
I think the one constant with Tom Thibodeau is you can always hear his voice the entire game. Doesn't matter if you're up 20 or down 20, you will hear Tom Thibodeau on the sideline.
Now here's Booker. 19 points in the game. Okobo. Jang defending, and he banks in the layup. He's got 10.
Physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
Minnesota calls timeout. And hearing Coach Tom Thibodeau, some have described his voice as part growl, part bark.
He's very intense, Kevin, and I think the one thing you know about Tom Thibodeau, he likes to say, there is a price to pay. It's all about the work you put in.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Jones, the pass to Nunley. On the wing, Dang. It's stolen by Ariza. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Jones against Booker. Here's Daniels. A three-pointer is right on target. And now an 8-point Phoenix lead.
Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
Back to Tolliver. Okogie. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Holmes got rebound number 5 here tonight. Daniels kicks to Holmes. Picked him clean. Okogie. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Jones against Booker. Over Jones, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Well, they seem to be taking control. There's no doubt about that. Quality shots on every possession with great execution.
He kicks it to Tolliver. Dishes it to Dang. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Trevor Ariza. He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Nunley. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Booker against Jones. Stolen away. Over Booker. Jones, no luck. Suns leading by 8. To the inside. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's Jones. Passes it to Tolliver. Okogie. Good on the three-point shot.
Timeout.
9 points in the game so far. And the Suns call time.
It's so interesting to me that if you look at the history of the Phoenix Suns, it was the Mike D'Antoni era where they set the trend towards up-tempo run-and-gun basketball and emphasizing the three. Remember the great Steve Nash at the helm. They were an offensive juggernaut at that time, guys.
Bridges, he's checked in for Daniels. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Holmes finds Booker. Here's Bridges. He has 6. And there's the pass to Ayton. Clock at 6. And here's Booker from the arc.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Okogie, defended by Bridges. Okogie. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I think the trade for Jimmy Butler and other veteran signings accelerated the Wolves' rebuild. They are in much more of a win-now mentality.
First one falls for him. And Doris, Jimmy Butler with an opt-out after this season. Pressure on Minnesota to prove this team can be a winner.
And Kevin, their flexibility is a little bit hamstrung by their max contracts. They're going to need to find some value pickups and develop from within.
Good on both. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Holmes. Ariza outside.
Timberwolves foul call. That's his first personal foul.
Bridges passes to Ariza. Count it. Good. Ariza's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Outside Dang. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Dang's got his first bucket of the night. Phoenix leading by 5. And Booker kicks to Holmes. Pass to Ariza. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Outside Dang. Back to Jones. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Okogie. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
55 seconds left in the third quarter. Holmes can't get it to go in. And stolen by Ayton. It's Ariza on the wing. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Bridges kicks to Booker. Suns keep it alive. Ariza with it. From deep three-point range, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Phoenix making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Zhang's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 7.
And slow things up here with a chance to get the last shot of the quarter.
Exactly right. That's what you'd like to see. Hopefully they play the clock to perfection here.
Poke loose. Bridges with the steal. For the finish. Then Bridges jams it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so it's Phoenix in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Bridges, Trevor Ariza out there with Ayton. And there's Jackson, and it's Booker in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here is Tolliver, defended by Booker. Just 5 to shoot. The shot. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Jackson. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Jones kicks to Zhang. Okogie, defended by Bridges. To the right side. Okogie gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, Gorgui Zhang as a big man is an excellent passer. That's a pretty look.
Suns leading by 8. Bridges passes to Ariza. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. "14 feet away, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Jackson looking around.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
Okobo, Teague covering, and the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. Here's Ayton.
Well, Wiggins' raw athleticism is going to make him versatile enough to guard a number of positions.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's Jang. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 6 assists here tonight.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
Ariza with it. Now guarded by Gibson. Ariza finds Jackson. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 8. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Butler. Jackson against Wiggins. 4 on the shot clock. Off target on the 15-footer. Suns leading by 8. Bridges passes to Ariza. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Suns. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
To the middle. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Passes it to Jackson. Let's go. And no good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Puts it up. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Wiggins.
Well, right now, Andrew Wiggins understanding in the catch and shoot, they can't guard him.
Anderson with the ball. Now guarded by Gibson. Jackson from long range.
And nothing fancy, really, about that play. That's just good old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
Teague dishes to Butler. Wiggins against Jackson. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wiggins against Jackson. To the paint and stolen by Butler. And here we go. There's the dish to Teague. Kicks to Gibson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
Struggling to make shots this quarter and making it hard to catch up.
And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Bridges. And that's 10 points for DeAndre Ayton. And Teague's got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Sweet little floater.
Kevin, how about the touch on that floater? That shot, as Teague has in his arsenal, is such an important piece to have.
Outside Jackson. There's the pass to Anderson. Baseline try. That one, no good. Great D that time from Teague. Here's Butler. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Okobo. Teague covering. Here's Anderson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint. And what a summer it was
for the Suns. Landed the top pick in the draft, taking Ayton, and brought in some talent through free agency as well. Booker signing that extension solidified a very productive summer for the Suns. Having two young players that complement each other so well is huge for an up-and-coming team like the Suns.
One shot, behind the lanes.
That one misses for Anderson. Year after year, the Timberwolves have the NBA's most grueling travel schedule. A lot of miles to cover in the West.
Kevin, if you add up their flights in a season, they could circle the globe more than twice. And let's remember, there's no frequent flyer miles here either.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D-up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Free throw, good, Butler.
Well, how about Jimmy Butler, guys, and the commitment to becoming a legit star in this league? Think about coming out of Marquette without a reputation to now one of the toughest covers in the league. Incredible story.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Bridges. Both good from the line that time.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Anderson. Suns moving the ball around. It's stolen by Teague. Wiggins surveying the floor. Teague finds Jang. To the paint, here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Kevin, as dangerous a scorer when he feels his rhythm and pace as there is in the league. Jimmy Butler cooking right now.
Timeout called, the Suns. A short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Okobo, Teague covering. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Jackson passes to Anderson. Okobo covered by Wiggins. Booker with no one around, and it falls over the rim and in. Booker's got 23.
Kev, how about the lightning quick release? It makes Booker really hard to contest and catch and shoot.
Down low. Here's Butler. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Booker inside, defended by Butler. Some solid defense from Butler. Timberwolves trail by 8. And here is Teague. Wiggins outside. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
As off as he's been this quarter, it's not helping them to trim the deficit.
Here's Booker. Count that one. He's got 25.
Quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
Pass to Wiggins. He kicks it to Butler. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Josh Jackson. Wiggins against Ariza. Clock at 6. Right side Teague finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
The mid-range game of Jeff Teague is on point, doing work, sir.
Okobo, Teague covering, and the rejection by Jang. They retain possession. And Butler, here we go. And that one drops for him.
Well, that's the level of tenacity that Jimmy Butler brings to the game. Finishes through contact as well as anyone, maybe short of LeBron James.
Gorgie Jang, the 21st pick in 2013 out of Louisville. He's more than lived up to that selection.
Well, let's remember, this is a national champion we're talking about. The Louisville Cardinals won it with him anchoring them defensively. He's also shown a nice shooting touch in the mid-range game in the professional leagues. But I think it's his defense that still remains the strength of his game.
Phoenix leading by 5. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now T, outside Butler. Six on the shot clock. Here's Gibson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And it goes down 2 points. And now it's a 9-point Phoenix lead.
I know how popular threes are in the NBA, but boy, you can't do better than those quality looks in the paint.
Fast break, here come the Suns. Ariza's got the ball. And good that time. And the Suns lead by 11.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
Minnesota with the ball. Left side, Butler. Feeds it to Jang. And finished off by Jang. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Well, terrific floor awareness from the crafty swingman. Jimmy Butler playing the role of facilitator.
The feed to Ayton. Suns moving the ball around. Ariza outside, 6 to shoot. Okobo. Rebound by Butler. Timberwolves trail by 9. T kicks to Butler. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 5 assists in the game.
That's exactly what you want right there. Jimmy Butler being aggressive on the interior.
Okobo, Teague covering. Ariza against Jang, and that one's good, Ayton.
And he's just bullying his way around the paint. Ayton with those broad shoulders and that great strength.
Right side Teague, shoots a 3. Rebound by the Suns. Okobo, Teague covering. Ayton, good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Suns.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
One shot, mind the lanes.
That free throw good from Anderson.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach. And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Right. Frustrating for sure, Greg. I don't think they'll be able to mount a comeback at this point.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, talk about a guy you don't want to send to the line. Booker already one of the game's better free throw shooters.
Both free throws good from Booker. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Okogie passes it to Tolliver. Okogie right through the D for the layup.
Josh Okogie.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.